Every November, we observe Indigenous History Month, a time to honor the resilience, cultures, and contributions of Indigenous peoples. But it's also a time to acknowledge the difficult realities many Indigenous communities still face today. One of the most urgent issues is the crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit people known as MMIW-2S. Indigenous women experience violence and disappearances at rates far higher than any other group. From a report from 2023 by OriginalAlert.ca, provide a graph and it shows the amount of Indigenous people missing in each province. Yet when families seek help, they often face slow responses, limited investigations, or confusion between tribal, state, and federal authorities. These delays and gaps make it harder to find answers or bring justice. This chart shows the difference between Aboriginal females and non-Aboriginal females in different factors. For example, we see the employment rate, which is in blue, which symbolizes Aboriginal females, and this shows the discrimination against Indigenous women already. This crisis is rooted in long-standing systemic issues including underfunded tribal law enforcement and the harmful impacts of colonial policies that continue today. These issues are made worse by complicated jurisdictional rules. On many reservations, cases must go through federal agencies instead of local tribal police. This can lead to delays, miscommunication, or situations where no agency takes full responsibility. These gaps make it harder for families to get the urgent help they need. Even with these challenges, Indigenous families and advocates continue to lead efforts to raise awareness, demand accountability, and push for meaningful change. The MMIW movement calls on all of us to listen, to amplify Indigenous voices, and to work towards solutions that prevent future loss. To truly honor Indigenous History Month, we must recognize this crisis, support the family affected, and stand with Indigenous communities to fight for justice. Thank you for listening.